Hello, everybody. Thank you for joining me. This is GGF, bringing you episode 35, midway through the 30s of Let's Play The Elder Scrolls 3 Morrowind with mods. Hope you guys are doing well and ready to check out some more Open Morrowind with me. Alright, we are in Aldrune. We just figured out some cool spell making. It's actually been a few days since I've played because I've been going through some antivirus situations with my laptop. Hopefully sorting that out. But okay, so what did we actually do here? We made a fortify called Power Close, I think. A fortify mercantile for 5 seconds. While we're here, Big C, aka my buddy Christian, recommended that we also make a fortify speechcraft. I think that'd be very good as well. So we can go ahead and make another fortify 35. And whoops. 35 to 74 is really that cheap? 35 gold? 35 to 100? What about 35? 35? It's 18. Okay, let's make it 50 then. 50, 50. Oh, right, the duration. Still, though. Make it 10 seconds. That's very pricey to cast, though. Maybe 35 would be better. Cost 19, 59%. Do we really need it for 10 seconds? Maybe 8 would be fine. So we can maybe talk to 1, 2, maybe 3 if we're quick. NPCs. And we'll call it, Chatterbox spell. Chatterbox. No, I have a better one. Gift of Gab. Gift of Gab spell. We'll pay 82 for it. Bada bing, bada boom. Oh, I should have, actually.
Prices are reasonable.
Let's go ahead and reload. Let's go ahead and, cast.
My prices are reasonable.
There's the fortify mercantile. So now let's see what we get it for. It was 82. If we go fortify speechcraft, 35 for 8 seconds. Now it's 58. I love it. We'll call it gift of Gab. Bada bing, bada boom. While we're here, do we want to buy anything else? Charisma. Oh, fortify personality. Should we get... Let's see. We don't have fortify attribute. So we should go ahead and get a fortify attribute, I think. Which we could go with, might as well go with charisma. I don't want to cut into the alms money though, which we won't be doing yet. Fortify attribute, then there's fortify magicka. Alright, let's get charisma. And I think I said we're going to read some books. I don't really have any books to read except the Wolf Queen. And Vivek's Sermon 27. Then we'll sell it to him. No magical potions to speak of. Okay. Very good. And his rumors? These outlanders won't be happy until slavery is outlawed. Personally, I don't want slaves. No one I know has any, but it's our right to have slaves by law and custom, and it's none of their dang business. Morrowind lore? Of Morrowind's 5 great houses, 3 are represented on Vardenfell: House Redoran, House Halalu, and House Telvanni. Goodbye. Okay, I'm already a little stuffy, so reading these books is definitely not going to help. But let's read that. Ooh, Speechcraft went up. Let me go ahead and sit up. Get better drainage. Oh dear. Don't want my laptop lid closing. That would not be good. Okay, let's check this out. The 36 Lessons of Vivek, Sermon 27. The scripture of the word first. All language is based on meat. Do not let the sophists fool you. Second, the third walking path explores hysteria without fear. The efforts of madmen are a society of itself, but only if they are written. The wise may substitute one law for another, even into incoherence, and still say he was working within a method. This is true of speech and extends to all scripture. Third, do not go to the realm of apology for absolution. Beyond articulation, there is no fault. The adjacent place, where the grabbers live, is the illusion of the vocal or the middle realms of thought, by which I mean the constructed. This is how I stole the certainty of the Chancellor of Exactitude, perfect to look upon from every angle. When you come out of the vocal, you can never be certain. Fourth, the truest body of work is made up of silence, as in the silence that results from no reference. By the word, I mean the dead. Fifth, the first meaning is always hidden. Sixth, the realm of apology is perfection and impossible to attack. Thus, the wise avoid it. Trinity and unity is the world and word of action, the third walking path. Seventh, the sage who suppresses his best aphorism, cut off his hands, for he is a thief. Eighth, the clothes of the broken map are worn only by fools and heretics. The map is an exit for laziness. It is the dusty tongue, which is to say the given chart, that most take as a story that is complete. No word is true until it is eaten. The ending of the words is on CB. So once again, definitely some gems of little knowledge tidbits in there. But also some stuff that I don't really understand. Best bet to sell this would be to cast Fortify Mercantile. I don't really have much else to cast, like magic left to cast anything. And we can get like maybe even 182 for it. 177. Wow. That is still really good. And then we have the Wolf Queen. We probably already... Okay, that's a long one, but the Wolf Queen books are very interesting, and it's also £3 we can let up. As we need every pound we can get right now. As I might go ahead and sell the Armacon. Let's see. Fool's Ebony Part 4 we're going to save. Let's read this, I guess. The Wolf Queen Book 1 by Wahid Jarth. From the pen of the 1st century, 3rd era sage Montakai. 3rd era 63. In the autumn tide of the year, Prince Pelagius, son of Prince Uriel, who is son of the Empress Kintira, who is niece of the great Emperor Tiber Septim, came to the high rock city-state of Camlorn to pay court to the daughter of King Volstade. Her Her name was Quintilla, the most beauteous princess in Tamriel, skilled at all the maidenly skills and an accomplished sorceress. Prince Pelagius came to visit her, okay. 11 years a widower with a young son named Antiochus. Pelagius arrived at court to find that the city-state was being terrorized by a great demon werewolf. Instead of wooing, Pelagius and Quintilla together went out to save the kingdom. With his sword and her sorcery, the beast was slain, and by the powers of mysticism, Quintilla chained the beast's soul to a gem. Pelagius had the gem made into a ring and married her, but it was said that the soul of the wolf stayed with the couple until the birth of their first child. Third Era 80, 17 years later. The ambassador from Solitude has arrived, Your Majesty, whispered the steward Balbus. Right in the middle of dinner, muttered the Emperor weakly. Weakly, tell him to wait. No, father, it's important that you see him, said Pelagius, rising. You can't make him wait and then give him bad news. It's undiplomatic. Don't go then. You're much better at diplomacy than I am. We should have all the family here, Emperor Uriel II added, suddenly aware how few people were present at his dinner table. Where's your mother? Sleeping with the archpriest of Kinnereth, Pelagius would have said, but he was, as his father said, diplomatic. Instead he said, at prayer. And your brother and sister? Amiel is in the first hold, meeting with the Archmagister of the Mages Guild. And Galana, though we won't be telling this to the ambassador, of course, is preparing for her wedding to the Duke of Narcissus. Since the ambassador expects her to be marrying his patron, the King of Solitude, instead, we'll tell him that she's at the spa having a cluster of pestilent boils removed. Tell him that, and he won't press too hard for the marriage, politically expedient though it may be. Pelagius smiled. You know how queasy Nords are about warty women. But dash it, I feel like I should have some family around so I don't look like some old fool despised by the nearest and dearest, growled the Emperor, correctly suspecting this to be the case. What about your wife? Where's she and the grandchildren? Quintilla's in the nursery with Sepphoris and Magnus. Antiochus is probably messing around the city. I don't know where Patima is, probably at her studies. I thought you didn't like children around. I do during meetings with ambassadors in damp staterooms, sighed the Emperor. They lend an air of, I don't know, innocence and civility. Ah, show the blasted ambassador in, he said to Balbus. Potimo was bored. It was the rainy season in the Imperial Province, wintertide, and the streets and the gardens of the city were all flooded. She could not remember a time when it was not raining. Had it been only days, or had it been weeks or months since the sun shone? There was no judging of time anymore in the constant flickering of torchlight of the palace, and as Patima walked through marble and stone hallways, listening to the pelting of the rain, she could think nothing but that she was bored. Astaphy, her tutor, would be looking for her now. Ordinarily, she did not mind studying. She quizzed herself as she walked down through the empty ballroom. When did Orsinium fall? First Era 980. Who wrote Tamrillian tractates? Cozy. When was Tiber Septim born? Second Era 288. Who was the current king of Daggerfall? Mortine, son of Gothlir. Who is the current Sylvanar? Varbarenth, son of Varbaril. Who is the warlord of Lilmoth? Trick question. It's a lady. Eoa. What will I get if I'm a good girl and don't get into any trouble and my tutor says I'm an excellent student? Mother and father will renege on their promise to buy me a Daedra katana of my own, saying that they never remembered that promise and it's far too expensive and dangerous for a girl my age. She wants a Daedra katana. That's awesome. There were voices from the Emperor coming from the Emperor's stateroom. Her father, her grandfather, and a man with a strange accent, a Nord. Patima moved a stone she had loosened behind a tapestry and listened in. Let us be frank, Your Imperial Majesty, came the Nord's voice. My sire, the King of Solitude, doesn't care if Princess Galana looked like an orc. He wants an alliance with the Imperial family, and you agreed to give him Galana or give back the millions of gold he gave to you to quell the Khajiit rebellion in Torval. This was the agreement you swore to honor. I remember no such agreement, came her father's voice. Can you, my liege? There was a mumbling noise that Fatima took to be her grandfather, the ancient emperor. Perhaps we should take a walk to the Hall of Records. My mind may be going. The Nord's voice sounded sarcastic. I distinctly remember your seal being placed on the agreement before it was locked away. Of course, I may verily be mistaken. We will send a page to the hall to get the document you refer to, replied her father's voice, with the cruel, soothing quality he used whenever he was about to break a promise. Fatima knew it well. She replaced the loose stone and hurried out of the ballroom. She knew well how slowly the pages walked, used to running errands for a doddering empire. She could make it to the Hall of Records in no time at all. The massive ebony door was locked, of course, but she knew what to do. A year ago, she caught her mother's Bosmer maid pilfering some jewelry, and in exchange for her silence, forced the young woman to teach her how to pick locks. Fatima pulled 2 pins off her red diamond brooch and slid the first to the first lock, holding her hand steady and memorizing the pattern of tumblers and grooves within the mechanism. Each lock had a geography of its own. The lock to the kitchen larder, 6 free tumblers, a frozen 7th, and a counterbolt. She had broken into that just for fun, but if she had been a prisoner, the whole imperial household would be dead by now, she thought, smiling. The lock to her brother Antiochus' secret stash of Khajiit something, just 2 free tumblers and a pathetic poison quill trap easily dismantled with pressure on the counterweight. That had been a profitable score. It was strange that Antiochus, who seemed to have no shame, proved so easy to blackmail. She was, after all, only 12, and the differences between the perversions of the cat people and perversions of the Cyrodiils seemed pretty academic. Still, Antiochus had to give her the diamond brooch, which she treasured. Wow. She had never been caught. Not when she broke into the Archmage's study and stole his oldest spellbook. Not when she broke into the guest room of the King of Gilane, or the King of Galani, and stole his crown the morning before Magnus's official welcoming ceremony. It had become too easy to torment her family with these little crimes. But here was a document that the Emperor wanted for a very important meeting. She would get it first. But this was the hardest lock she ever opened. Over and over she massaged the tumblers, gently pushing aside the forked clamp that snatched at her pins, drumming the counterweights. It nearly took her half a minute to break through the door to the Hall of Records, where the Elder Scrolls were housed. The documents were well organized by year, province, and kingdom, and it took Fatima only a short while to find the promise of marriage between Uriel Septim II, by the grace of the gods, Emperor of the Holy Cyrodiilic Empire of Tamriel, and his daughter, the Princess Galana, and His Majesty King Mantiarco of Solitude. She grabbed her prize and was out of the hall with the door well locked before the page was even in sight. Back in the ballroom, she loosened the stone and listened eagerly to the conversation within. For a few minutes, the 3 men, the Nord, the Emperor, and her father just spoke of the weather and some boring diplomatic details. Then there was a sound of footsteps and a young voice, the page. Your Imperial Majesty, I have searched the Hall of Records and cannot find the document you asked for. There, you see, came Fatima's father's voice. I told you it didn't exist. But I saw it, the Nord's voice was furious. I was there when my liege and the Emperor signed it. I was there. I hope you aren't doubting the word of my father, the sovereign Emperor of all Tamriel, not when there's now proof that you must have been mistaken. Pelagius's voice was low and dangerous. Of course not, said the Nord, conceding quickly. But what will I tell my king? He is to have no connection with the imperial family, and no gold returned to him as the agreement, as he and I believe the agreement to be? We don't want any bad feelings between the Kingdom of Solitude and us, came the Emperor's voice, rather feeble, but clear enough. What if we offered King Mantiarco our granddaughter instead? Fatima felt the chill of the room descend on her. The Princess Fatima, is she not too young? Asked the Nord. She is 13 years old, said her father. That's old enough to wed. She would an ideal mate for your king, said the Emperor. She is admittedly, from what I see of her, very shy and innocent, but I'm certain she would quickly grasp the ways of court. She is, after all, a septim. I think she'd be an excellent queen of solitude, not too exciting, but noble. The granddaughter of the Emperor is not as close as his daughter, said the Nord rather miserably, but I don't see how we can refuse the offer. I will send word to my king. You have our leave, said the Emperor, and Fatima heard the sound of the Nord leaving the stateroom. Tears streamed down Fatima's eyes. She knew who the King of Solitude was from her studies, Mantiarco, 62 years old and quite fat. and she knew how far solitude was and how cold in the northernmost clime. Her father and grandfather were abandoning her to the barbaric Nords. The voices in the room continued talking. Well acted, my boy. Now make sure you burn that document, said her father. My prince, asked the page's querulous voice. The agreement between the Emperor and the King of Solitude, you fool. We don't want its existence known. My prince, I told the truth. I couldn't find the document in the Hall of Records. It seems to be missing. By Lorcan, roared her father. Why is everything in this palace always misplaced? Go back to the hall and keep searching until you find it. Fatima looked at the document. Millions of gold pieces promised to the Kingdom of Solitude in the event of Princess Galana not marrying the king. She could bring it into her father, and perhaps as a reward he would not marry her to Mantiarco, or perhaps not. She could blackmail her father and the Emperor with it and make a tidy sum of money, or she could produce it when she became Queen of Solitude to fill her coffers and buy anything she wanted. More than a Daedra katana, that was for certain. So many possibilities, Fatima thought, and she found herself not bored anymore. That is really cool. 1 second, guys. Let's see. Oh, wait. Quick. Talk to him. Just made it just in time to get this book off. 187. I'm getting a lot of choppiness for some reason. Oh, dear. Alright, it should be okay now, hopefully, but let's go ahead and sell this. 187, we'll get 205 for it. Bada bing, bada boom. Alright, so that does it for reading for right now, guys. Let's go ahead and quick save. And, alright, let's, head out of here. I don't know how I got there. One way or another. Ah, here's the entrance, okay. Yeah, it's a huge place to explore. Oh, by the way, guys, I wanted to, turn this gamma correction down, but the, minimum interior brightness we could turn up to maybe 0.4? I don't know. I have to mess with this more. This looks a little too dark. We'll have to play with that a little bit, maybe off camera, but this, of course, is a better lit up room.
So where are you from?
But I'm not going to explore this whole, what's that? Can we go up? No. This whole compound. And I don't even know if I'm going to explore this whole, under Scar. Come over here. Thievery Manor. Yeah, all these manors are huge, and I don't really want to,
You've been wounded.
mess with it right now.
You've been wounded.
I have been, yes. I think we collected all the alms that we can. Just kind of look around. Sarethi Manor, yeah. So let's see. Second, guys. We have nothing really to sell. We have a couple expensive amulets. I guess we can sell to the clothier. Oh, further wounded. practice their acrobatics. It's bound to happen. We can go rest at the Mage's Guild. Okay, so far so good out here. Let's drop off these amulets quickly.
Is there something I need?
This would be a good place to scanny to drop them. Let's see, Demon Tonto, Double Longbow. Let's go ahead and drop that. It's just too heavy for us right now. Oh wait, well, I'm gonna do this without casting Fortify Mercantile. I might get rid of the luck bonus, because that is a pound. But I'm not wearing any belt. Oh yeah, I'm wearing the Quama Miner's Friend Night Eye belt. Yeah, let's get an extra pound there. Invisibility, slow fall. Cure poison, we'll go ahead and throw those up there. Fortify luck, cheap restore health, yeah, get rid of those. Cheap restore fatigue. Restore speed. Scathe Craw. Alright, we're gonna practice our alchemy a little bit. Alright, very good. And we'll get, let's see, maybe 260. 260. There we go. Do a little alchemy quick. Feels good to be back in the mix here. I missed this game dearly when I couldn't play it. Whoops. Where is the, there it is. It was really... I was fiending to play it. I really wanted to play it bad. Because it's so good. And I'm definitely not done messing around with it. Drain Magicka. Okay, I guess that's it then. We can sell the potions. Two of those. Sell the 6 Trama roots and get 105. Man, we are making out like bandits in Outrude. Alright, let's head out. Hopefully you guys' video is not too choppy. Should be okay for y'all. Alright, so we have to go report that our alms for the poor were successful. Let's go rest maybe.
Yes, Outlander. What do you want?
In the Mage's Guild. And then I guess we just can head back to Ebonheart and say that we succeeded. Pay our 100 alms, even though we didn't make 100 alms. Made close enough.
I'm listening.
And I think the Thieves Guild.
Victory is at hand.
What are you doing here? You must be a thief. Oh, I forgot the Mage's Guild was... Oh my gosh. Unoccupied. He just hit us with a burning spell. Oh my gosh. I totally forgot. Use the, Amulet of Mighty Blows. Can't even hit him. Oh no. Alright, well, you asked for it, buddy. I don't have summoned Frost Astronaut? There it is. Get him. Get him. Down he goes. Folded paper into an H. Extravagant ruby amulet. Silver dagger. We'll just take everything and dispose of the corpse. Thank you, Frost Atronach. Grab all 10 of those. Now we have free reign of this place. Problem being, I have no magicka or anything. Maybe we can open these chests by hand. Oh, I'm so sorry about the choppiness, guys. Lock too complex. Let's come down here. Oh wait, what am I thinking? We can restore magicka. I just took all those restore magicka potions. So we can do that. We should have a fortify, we should make a fortify security spell. Now what would I put on to open this? Lucy's open door. Ah, we're gonna fail a lot though. There we go. 25 gold. Little thievery never hurt anyone. Checking to see if there's anything here. Alright. 1 second, guys. Alright, we're back. So we'll check the various little rooms here. See if there's anything we want to grab. There's of course this room with different alchemical stuff. Could take the journeyman's retort at least. Possibly. Grab the Kwama egg. Do some crafting. Grab the scuttle to do some crafting. Not taking the expensive slowed soap because I fear where I would forget where I'm selling it at and it would be detected as stolen. Maybe take a journeyman's retort. Let's go ahead and use it. Crab meat and kwama egg. Kwama egg and salt rice. I can't even see the scuttle. Alright, that's all I want to do. Now down in the Mages Guild, it gets interesting. Because stuff down here definitely worth money. $29.70 Sun's Dawn. It's £3 though, but back here, guys, back here is where the goodies are. Take the apprentice's armor hammer just to, or hammer, armor or hammer just to use it up right now. Go get our armoring up a little bit. Same thing with the repair prongs. Leveled up our repairing skill. Put it back. Yeah, I'm getting all kind of choppiness. That's virus related, guys. It has something to do with the virus my laptop has. It's sadly there's nothing I can do right now. I have to just wait until after I'm done playing here, and then try more techniques to get rid of said virus. So if the video's choppy, guys, I apologize. Some bitch. I'm sorry. Excuse my language, guys. Someone, you know, messing around with my laptop, I think. Yeah, it just has me a little frustrated, that's all. Just opening some minor chests in here just to see what's what. Borrowing some this is for alms. Of course, of course. I wouldn't be stealing it, guys. It's just for alms for the poor. Ooh, lock 75. Alms for the poor. It all goes towards the poor. Always. Okay. But I did want to come in here and check this as well. We check those. 100. Really? And we have an eCash's lock splitter, guys. Oh my gosh. We don't have two of them though. One for the we don't have one for this lock 75. We can't open that. At least I don't think we have two eCash. We do have two of them. Should I use one of the 75 as well? Well, guys, I'm going to save, and it's probably time to call it an episode. Yeah. So, I'm going to leave this on a bit of a cliffhanger till next time. Next time, we'll probably open both of these and just go from there. We only get this once-in-a-lifetime opportunity to do it, with the Mage's Guild being empty. I do want to see if we can see what's inside of them. So I hope you guys enjoyed. Hopefully the choppiness wasn't too bad on your guys' viewing part. I will continue to try to fix this situation. But I hope you guys are dug this video, and I hope you're digging the LP. Stay tuned for more. Definitely more coming. I just don't know when I'll get to it because of this virus situation, but have no fear, it will get situated. So until next time, guys, be well, live well, stay well. Go ahead and smash that like button. Leave me a comment. Let me know what you think. Subscribe if you haven't already. Those things greatly help my channel. Feel free to do them or not. It's up to you, and it's all good either way. So, as always, guys, much love, peace, and joy. Even much love, peace, and joy to the person hacking my system. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.